Hello, everyone who's watching this video. I will present you and show you my ADDIE project, or this is the final project of my course, which spans educational technology in this semester. I think it's semester 6. So, uh, what, 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 what are the things that I want to present in this project? This ADDIE. Basically, it's about me who is making a Scratch module as a learning object, learn about the dinosaur. So here's my Scratch module entitled Dinosaur, the carnivores, and also the herbivores. So there's some some kind of description that do you know that dinosaur not only eat like the movie? Or if you want to know, then try to play this game to know more about them. There are herbivore, there are carnivore, there are maybe course dinosaur. So if you want to play, you can just scan this barcode and direct you to the Scratch link. Okay, now this project is called the ADDI project. So what is the ADD? So it means ADDI is a popular instructional design framework used for developing effective training and also education materials. So this ADDIE stands for Analysis, Design, Development, Implementation, and Evaluation. It represents the 5 key phases of the process. So let's break down the 5 key phases here. So first is the A, the analysis. So we identify the problem and also the learning requirements. So when making this module, I identify the problem on why I need to make the module itself and also the learning requirement, why I need Scratch and why dinosaur, something like that. And then design, define the learning objective and also the instructional strategies. I design it to meet the learning objective and also the how the game can deliver the instructional with a appropriate and also engaging way. And then development, we develop and also validate the learning resources and tests in the development phase. I also have pressed the expert review to review my Scratch module, that I press some part that is need to be updated, need to be developed, and also doing some debugging and also the tests. The implementation itself, to prepare the learning environment and also implement the learning solution. So I also already test the Scratch module. I will show it later. Test the Scratch module with the target user. And then the last is the evaluation. So I test of the learning resources by using the LO test. Okay. First, we break down again. First, this is the analysis. So who are the target audiences? This intended for grade 1 until 3 and grade 1 to 3 students from a primary school, primary school, I mean, in a A1 level, of course. And why the module is needed, because it creates a fun and also engaging way for students to learn, and it can help students to learn the types of prehistoric creature in a different way. So not only using the textbook, but also, but in this time, they use the module to have a different experience on knowing the types of dinosaur in this world and as age. And then design, the D. How will the module help the students to learn? First, it gives the student the choice to learn which dinosaur types. There are 2 types, carnivores and also the herbivores. Then second, there will be some fun facts and also some description about each of the dinosaur. And then the third is the module will also act as a game that have the fail to win system. So there are in the game itself there are 2 options where they need to choose which one is carnivore, each one is herbivore. So they don't know, they will get some jump scare. So they need to know which one is the correct so that they can win. So they need to fail first and then they can win later. You need to guess again. Then here are the designs. So as you can see on the top left, that is the main overview. There's the Rex on the left, this Bronto, and there's the Milo. I have name Milo on the in the middle. Milo act as an admin or host, and then you can click on the Rex to play as as the carnivore. So you need to choose which one is carnivore dinosaur, or you can choose Bronto. So you if you choose Bronto, then you will need to choose which one is the herbivore dinosaur. Then on the top right, you can see the overview of the guessing game. So there are two options: the Stegosaurus and Pteranodon. So if you play Rex, then you will need to choose uh, Pteranodon because Pteranodon is the carnivores, the dinosaur. Then on the bottom left, you can see if you choose the wrong answer. For example, you choose Stegosaurus when you play Rex, then there will be a bit of jump scare of Rex there. So when you face this jump scare, you will need to reset again, and you will need to restart the game and play from the beginning. And then the bottom right one is the Bronto overview. So that is the Bronto overview, and also some description or fun fact of the dinosaur when you press the right answer. And then next is the other D. This is the development. So I said that I already do some expert review using the Lori, and this is the suggestions from the reviewer, from the media. So there are three main expert. There are media expert, subject matter expert, and also the potential user. The first is the media expert. So it says that the content itself is already great and is interactive, especially with the sounds. But despite some work that can be improved, this is an already elaborative game. Then for the subject matter itself, if the model is intended for little children, it may say that I need to choose and also use some audio format, considering that little children might have difficulties to read the text. Is I think it's quite quickly for the fun fact and also the description text. And then the potential user also comment that he comment that I found the game to be both simple and also fun. Although maybe it will be better if the dinosaur is different on each side. Yes, I kind of agree with that because the dinosaur on the Rex and also Bronto gameplay is the same, so it's kind of repetitive. So there will be some valuable feedback. And then this is the comments from the review, which I agree and also disagree. First, despite some words that can be improved, this is an already elaborated game. So I kind of disagree because I don't know which words that can be improved. So that's why I need more info on which word that I need to change to delete or to be on the scratch module. Then the second is maybe put more breed of dinosaur and more dinosaur interactive games soon for side quests. Oh, yeah, I agree because like I said before, there are repetitive dinosaur types, so I need more dino, I guess, to make the game more interesting and not repetitive. And for the game soon for side quest, maybe it will be another scratch. So yeah, if this scratch is good, then I can consider that. And then the last thing is that another thing that you make to add on the instruction page is the instruction to restart the game after the T-Rex got you. Yeah, I agree because I forgot to put the instruction to restart the game if the T-Rex showed up. So actually, maybe the user kind of confused when they uh interact with the jump scare, but you can just press the green flag or the green flag button to start again. And then this is the expert review by the Lori. So content quality, it gets 5 marks. And then learning goal for alignment, it will be 4. Feedback and also adaptation is kind of low. It will be on the 3.3. Motivation will be a bit higher than the learning goal with 3. Presentation design, uh, a bit higher with the 4.5. Interaction usability, same with motivation. Accessibility is kind of 3. And then the standard component is going to be 4.5. Then next is the implementation, or the I1. So before I continue, this is the consent form that I gave to the guardian or the parents or the guardian. So when I test it with the student, I already get the consent form from their parents to do the survey. Then here are the participants. So there are three students, which is an elementary school student, one second grade, and two third grade student. So yeah, you can see them. I use the Zoom also to play. So the mechanics is I have the Zoom meeting with them, and then I play with them. So I share screen, and then I ask them to guess which one is the 24, which one. So it's like we play together. And I also send the scratch link so on the chat box, so they can also try the scratch mode. And here are some documentation. I can play this. It's a bit a long video. I'm not gonna put it there. Mungkin udah pada kenal kan main game ini. So, I will show that we play. Nah, jadi kita bakal main game ini. Game-nya namanya Dinosaur, the Carnivore, and the Herbivore gitu. Oke, gamenya gimana? Nah, nanti game ini tentang kalian disuruh milih yang mana yang karnivora sama yang mana yang herbivora gitu. Nanti kalian bisa jawab aja yang pertanyaan-pertanyaan di game ini. Kalian boleh on satu.
Satu.
Gue sih cuma ada apa. Okay, do you want to know about dinosaur? Kalian masih ingat bahasa Inggris gak sih? Naldo, Dani. By the way, I'm using Indonesian because student cannot really understand English, so I use and to instruct the students.
Masih.
Apa artinya nih?
Apakah kamu mau tahu tentang dinosaurus?
Oke, nice. Benar. Tuh. Nah, first we use Rex to play. Nah, this is Rex. Oh, by the way, ini ada suaranya. Bentar ya, aku bisa. This is the part where I forgot to share the sound. Oke. Ada kelihatan nggak?
Kelihatan.
Ini namanya itu Rex dan dia itu carnivore. Dan dia itu giginya tajam dan dia makannya daging karena dia carnivora. Nah, jadi kita tuh harus pilih temennya Rex tuh siapa aja gitu. Which one is Rex kira-kira? Nah, ini ada dua pilihan. Stegosaurus sama Pteranodon. Kira-kira yang mana yang temennya Rex? Ayo pilih.
Sabar. Pikir.
Kak, mikir, Kak.
Nah, yang mana yang kira-kira makannya daging? Kanan apa kiri?
Petra.
Ini Pteranodon.
Pteranodon.
Oke. Ya, jadi betul. Dia makannya itu ikan. Itu bisa terbang karena dia punya sayap.
Gerak cepat.
Bergerak cepat. Oke. And this is the one where we use untuk.
Stop.
Ini udah pasti sih. Mungkin Rex makan tumbuhan. Triceratops dia makannya. And at the end, I also ask some question about the game. They like it or not. Oke, betul. T-Rex, Dilophosaurus, benar. Jadi gimana? Apakah jelas gamenya atau masih kurang jelas? Bisa kayak gambarnya, itu-itunya. Unmute aja mic-nya. Atau kalau mau dicek.
Jelas.
Oke.
Tuh.
Kasih nilai dong.
5. Ngerti.
Saya ngerti.
Ngerti kan? bisa kalian main sendiri bisa kan berarti?
Bisa.
Bisa.
Ya, oke berarti 1 sampai 5.
5.
Gak ada 3, 4 gitu. Gak apa sih. Oke, berarti ngerti lah ya. Oke, gimana? Kalau dari Alvaro sendiri gimana? Okay, by the way, the other student Alvaro, maybe he's kind of shy, so he don't want to turn off the mic and also the camera, but it's okay because I said that you can use the chat box and then yeah, I see the chat box and he also answer the question through the chat. There's some documentation, and this is the next is the LOES that I use. This is the evaluation phase. The LOES itself is a learning object evaluation scale for students. So based on 3 key constructs gleaned from 10 years of learning object research. This learning, quality or instruction design, and also the engage reference that I use. So I use it to evaluate the Scratch module that I need. So this is the graph, kind of graph. So here I already combine the 3 aspects, which is the learning quality or instruction design, and also the engagement. So the first is the working with the learning object help me learn. It's on the 5. The feedback from the learning object helped me learn. It's 4.8. The instruction in the learning object were easy to follow. It gets a 5. Found the learning object motivating, 4.5. And overall, the learning object helped me learn. And then this is the sample lesson that I make when you want to use this Scratch movie. So the first one is the time. The time is about more or less 45 minutes. The subject is going to be science, and the class is for the first and also third grade elementary students. And of course, the topic will be the carnivore and for dinosaur. The objective will be there too. Students will be able to distinguish between carnivore and also the herbivore dinosaur. And the student will understand the characteristic and also adaptation of each type of dinosaur. Then there will be also assessment, the informal assessment through participation in the class and the review students drawing. So it's not drawing, yeah, drawing to see if they accurately depict the characters of carnivores and also herbivores. So will be the sequence. So there will be introduction, begin by asking student what they know about the dinosaur, so we can get the elicit responses. Then after that, you can explain that dinosaur can be grouped into different categories based on what they ate. Then introduce the carnivore and also the herbivore, and then explain their meanings. Oh, and also I forgot the materials that you need. You need the Scratch module and also the PowerPoint topic. And then let's continue here. There's discussion. You can show the picture diagrams of different carnivore or herbivore dinosaur. And then you can discuss the characteristic of each dinosaur. Then the activity will be the classification. You can divide the class into small groups. You can use Scratch module, and then you can use the Scratch module itself to play and learn about the dinosaur. Then you need to encourage students to discuss their reasoning for each classification. After that, you can have a group each group to present their classification to the class, discussing why they categorize each dinosaur as did. And last is the conclusion. You gather the student back together and review the key points of the lesson and ask the student if they have any question or if there is anything they would like to share about what they have. Yeah, I guess that is quite all from me. And my last conclusion, my last closing in this, I would like to answer some of the questions that I need to answer. So it's on the impact of this Scratch model itself. So because students primarily encounter prehistoric creatures through static and also old school textbook image, so it can limit their interactive learning experience. So by addressing this issue, this Scratch module can provide a solution where they can offer an interactive platform that function as a virtual dinosaur classifier or a zoo, something like that. So through this module, the students are no longer confined to textbook, so they can immerse in an interactive and also dynamic virtual dinosaur classifier in this module. So this Scratch module allows the student to explore various types of dinosaur and also foster a hands-on learning experience that goes beyond the traditional classroom methods, something like that. Well, of course, there will be also a risk because this is the technology base, so you will need some technology. For example, the laptop, the internet, and something like that. And you cannot really make the tangible one. Maybe you can make the tangible one for this kind of Scratch where you create the card that is classified as a carnivore. But maybe the most risk is the limitation of on the user and also the technology itself. Yeah, I think that's all from me for this ADDIE AD project on my final exam on advanced educational technology. There's anything that I misspell or something wrong that I say, yeah, I'm just a human. I think that's all. Thank you very much for your attention and for your like. If you like this, just don't subscribe because there will be no other video except there will be if there's another project. So yeah, thank you very much for your attention and see you.